Previously, Takemichi finally confronts Kisaki. It is time to settle everything. The moment Takemichi gets distracted, Kisaki immediately launched an attack on Takemichi. "Don't space around, you idiot." But Takemichi didn't give up until there. Takemichi still gave his fight to Kisaki. And in the end Takemichi was able to corner Kisaki. "Just give up already. You lost, Kisaki. So weak that all you do is just manipulate and use others." Mobius, Valhalla, and Tenjiku. "You can't do anything by yourself." Hearing those words Kisaki looked very angry. And she endured the blow from Takemichi. And he said, "Are you stupid? You don't always have to use brute force to get yourself up to the top." Kisaki attacks Takemichi with his head. And it makes Takemichi in pain. The key to getting what you want to achieve is a perfectly crafted plan. A perfect plan? A perfectly crafted plan just to utterly crush me? Shut up. Kisaki reversed his position, and now Takemichi was cornered. Kisaki said, "I'm supposed to be the dark hero." The first plan was to kill Draken and take the spot as the second man, pulling strings in Tokyo Manji from the back. Then the second plan was to make that headless angel group destroy Tokyo Manji, and put Mikey on the top. The third was to instigate Tenjiku into destroying Tokyo Manji. I wanted to control Mikey like a puppet, and rule the underworld. Everything started perfectly as planned. There was no way I was losing. Except if there was someone who... Takemichi got up and said, "I remember it now. That blazing flame. And the dark smoke that followed it. Standing in front of that blaze I swore, I will be at the top of Tokyo Manji." And right there, was that very same place. This place, in the future, is where you killed Tachibana Hinata. This never-ending battle of jumping from the past to the present. Let's settle it right here, right now, Kisaki. Kisaki laughed and he said, "Just as I thought. You are a time leaper?" Then suddenly a mysterious vision appears from the future. That time when Kisaki and Hina met somewhere. Takemichi was confused and wondered, what was that scene? Meanwhile Kisaki was still laughing. "I see. So that's what it is. So you really are a time leaper, huh?" Then Takemichi said, "Kisaki, what business do you have with Hina? I know you want something from Tokyo Manji. That's why you had your eyes on Mikey. But why kill Hina again and again?" For a moment Kisaki stopped laughing, and he fell silent while staring at the sky. "I see. I failed, huh?" Suddenly that mysterious vision reappeared in Takemichi's mind. Again. This scene. This time his vision was clearer. At that time Kisaki proposed to Hina. But at that time Hina rejected Kisaki's proposal. Hina immediately went to leave Kisaki at that time. And maybe this is the reason why Kisaki always kills Hina in the future. Takemichi is surprised after seeing the mysterious vision. At this very place, in the future, Kisaki confessed to Hina? "Kisaki, you. Don't tell me you and Hina." Suddenly Kisaki pulled out his gun, and he pointed it at Takemichi. "Our fate ends right here and now. Since it's the end for both of us, I will tell you everything. They called me a prodigy growing up. Kisaki. You're so amazing. You ranked 1 in the national tests again. I pretended I didn't care about it. But I liked Tachibana Hinata. And Hinata would definitely like a prodigy like me. Or so I thought. Out of nowhere, a certain hero appeared, stealing Hina's heart from me. Tanigaki Takemichi. Ever since, I tailed you." At that time Takemichi said, "Takuya. Yeah? You know the type of hero I am? You know delinquents? Listen. Let's be them become some later in middle school. We will become the top delinquents in Japan." Little Kisaki who heard those words realized, the hell is that dream? Japan's top delinquent? What are delinquents? Can someone like that be a hero? I then looked into Japan's delinquents. And even contacted some real ones. He seemed like a guy who was currently taking the top spot of delinquency. But Japan's number one was not him. I searched further, until I found this one man. Tokyo Manji Gang's captain, Sano Manjiro. And so, I started schemating. Hina, Takemichi, and then Mikey. It was all connected under Kisaki's plans. Summer, second year of middle school. While I was in the middle of doing my plans, I coincidentally met you. Watch, Tanigaki Takemichi. I am reborn. For the sake of the woman of my life. But at that time Takemichi seemed to ignore Kisaki. And that makes Kisaki feel angry. I will be better than you. I will become Japan's number one delinquent. And my dreams won't be as half-assed as yours. I have crafted a plan, and in order to make it work, I have to include one important person. At that time Kisaki approached Mikey, and he introduced himself. Who the hell are you? I'm Kisaki Tada. Manjiro Sano is no doubt the best vessel to becoming Japan's number one. And I can pull the strings to manipulate him. The perfect medium for me to rise to the top. The outcome of my grand plan will take 10 years. I can gain Mikey's trust in the first year. I will continue to manipulate him, that will take 2 years. Then the two of us will dominate Tokyo, over the course of 3 years. Finally, taking over Japan will take 4 years. And that concludes my perfect 10-year plan of being Japan's number one delinquent. Only then, will I publicly propose to Tachibana Hinata. However, why are you always in my way? How many times have you time left? Takemichi said. So you killed Hina, just because you got rejected? You killed her again and again. Then Kisaki shouted, Tachibana is my woman. I will never hand her to the likes of you. If you take her, I will kill you. Why? I have done so much for her. Why does Hinata never turn my way? It's all your fault. I respect you. But you betrayed me. I should have just killed you sooner. Suddenly Takemichi kicked Kisaki's gun. And the gun can be taken by Takemichi. While pointing a gun at Kisaki, Takemichi said, from the beginning. It should have been this way instead. Die. Like it or not, this is the final resort. Suddenly Hina and Mikey came to Takemichi at that time. Kisaki, who saw Hina coming, he was surprised. And he just ran away. At that time Takemichi was still chasing Kisaki, who was running away. It's over, Kisaki. Everyone knows what you're up to. No one trusts you anymore. Your pathetic dreams are now gone. Then Kisaki said, like hell, I'll let it end. I can start over again and again. One day Tachibana will be mine. One day, for sure. Takemichi said, no way. I won't let that happen. I won't let you go back to the future again. After hearing Takemichi's words, Kisaki stops in the middle of a crosswalk. And he says, go back to the future? You still think that I'm a time leaper? Takemichi is surprised by this fact. You're not? Before Kisaki can explain, suddenly a truck crashes into him. The moment Kisaki is cornered, a sudden disaster hits. What was the truth he was about to unveil? After he is struck by the truck, Kisaki lays in the intersection. When he tried to get up, his mangled body prevents him from doing so. Kisaki screamed in pain. And he was disappointed with how he was at that time. At the last moment Kisaki said, I don't want to die. Not long after that Mikey and Hina caught up, with Mikey asking what happened. Kanto incident. The conflict involving approximately 500 members between Kanagawa's largest delinquent gang, Yokohama Tenjiku, and Tokyo's largest Bosozoku gang, Tokyo Manji Gang. 5 involved are detained and 3 deaths reported. The incident came to an end with a terrifying result. On a nearby street, an exhausted Hanma remarks that he lost to Draken, but Kisaki should have escaped by now. Then mentioned in Tenjiku vs Tokyo Manji conflict, the 5 arrested are Tenjiku's executives, Mucho, Madarame Shien, Heitani brothers, Dan Mochi, and the 3 dead, Sano Emma, Kurikawa Izana, and Kazaki Tada. The following day, Takemichi visits Kikucho, who survived his gunshot wound, at the hospital. "Yo, Kikucho." Kikucho said, "In the end, it's always me who survives, huh?" Then Takemichi said, "Don't say it that way. Izana saved you, he wouldn't rest in peace if he heard that." Kikucho said, "Kazaki is dead too. Tenjiku's dreams are all shattered now." Takemichi said, That all depends on you, Kikucho. It's true, that Kazaki died. My battle should end. However, nevertheless, ever since that day Kazaki died, I can't stop shaking." And finally Tenjiku arc ends. Until here this episode, what do you think? Give your opinion in the comments for the next episode. So don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the latest videos from us. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoy and see you later.